Get those out
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Short Pit, a NASCAR podcast. I'm your host, Caleb McChesney. Alongside me, as usual, is my co-host, Chris Prince. Chris, how are you?
Doing all right this morning, sir. How about yourself?
Just peachy. Yeah, so just had the race down in my backyard of Loudon, New Hampshire. Ryan Blaney, your winner, just like it was last year. I won't say just like it was last year. Sure, you had Blaney, and sure, you had Barry up there, but a lot of comers and goers. You saw a little bit of everything over there at Loudon. I was obviously there, so I'll talk about my in-person experience. Chris, you obviously saw it on TV, so we can kind of compare and contrast notes as far as that goes. We'll talk about some of the news that's been happening in the old, what do they call it, water cooler of NASCAR, so call it.
Yeah.
A lot of seats changing, being announced, like plans just getting formulated for 2027.
Yep.
And obviously, we have the Chase cutoff race down at Daytona for the O'Reilly Auto Parts race and the Cup Series. Obviously, trucks had their cutoff down there at Loudon.
Yep.
And we'll go from there, and we'll see whatever kind of other things we can get into in the next 50 minutes before I make Chris late for work again.
Yeah,
but without further ado, Loudon. Yeah, I mean, you saw it on TV. They moved the race up about an hour to cover for the rain. It ended up raining just about as we thought at 2:00. And they did the engine fires, whatever. They run the pace laps for the show. I can't believe that this is actually a possibility, but rumor has it that they actually wanted to go as it was raining, and then they saw host of our spin out before the race even started, and that was kind of the end of that. They pulled the cars down pit road and put the tarps over them, and they waited about an hour to drive the track, and it was actually quite a brief rain delay. And you ended up going at 3:00, about a half hour sooner than you would have anyway. So, and there was no rain delay after that.
Nope.
You saw some racing on the wet tires. Let's just start there. The racing on the wets to start the race. I thought it was super interesting to see. What was kind of your thoughts as you saw it on the broadcast?
Oh yeah, the broadcast did a good job of it. I was very intrigued as well, especially with all the hype that was kind of built up to finally, getting a longer extended use.
I say rain tires. I want to get out of the habit of doing that.
Wet
Not
weather
to interrupt
tires.
you. Not to interrupt you, but it's a wet weather tire. They don't literally run in the rain. They should not do that, and they typically don't do that. Although at Loudon, I guess they tried.
They tried. They were gonna try. The oddest thing about that one that got me was there wasn't the flaps for the spray or a windshield wiper at all on the cars either.
No, right. It's not a road course. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not even prepared for. But I feel like at least the wiper would be there for wet weather at that point. But the broadcast was solid. The racing was solid, especially just the battles throughout the field, and then that you got to see. But my biggest thing again, and I kind of put it on the script, was the pit stops. That was only the hang up for me, the first wet weather. You took strategy out of it, in my opinion, early.
Yeah. That's been a hot button issue this week is should have NASCAR have the right to say, hey, we're starting on wets. And that's the code. But after that, let teams kind of decide like they do on road courses. That's obviously been the topic of discussion. Most drivers and crew chiefs that I see say, yeah, they should have just let it kind of be the Wild West, as they did on the road courses. I do believe, I think in Mexico City, when Buescher and Cindric took the slicks early, and whether it backfired or it succeeded is who's to say.
Exactly.
But it was their call and their choice and their strategy, and it paid off or it didn't. I mean, one thing that sticks to mind that really worked out was Bowman staying on the wet tires in Chicago when he won in 24. Had NASCAR said, nope, you got to go back to slicks. It's non-competitive pit stop, so he probably just runs away with it at that point.
Yeah.
after having to fight off Joey Hand on the restart. But yeah, I think I would have preferred that NASCAR kind of go hands off after the initial decision. Once they deem it a dry track, um, that you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I agree. I think that was my only hang up because I mean the wet weather tires interesting, right? Like it gives you that kind of talk. The racing was phenomenal. Like there were battles throughout the field. The Bubba Wallace and Josh Berry battle. Like I enjoyed watching that on TV. Um, it was, I mean, we've said it before, and you're very big on it. New Hampshire does not do well on TV, I feel like, a lot of times. I feel like the TV doesn't do them very much justice. But this was a little better. Like, there were moments where I wasn't, like, totally checked out because it was a New Hampshire race. Like, genuinely, they were good race. It was a good race to watch from, like, start to finish with all the storylines it had, you know, going on throughout it as well. And all the comers and goers due to, like, that wet weather. Like, SVG was mopping the field or get him off the field in the wet weather. And then it was like as soon as they went to the slicks, it was his car was crap again. So I mean, it was kind of interesting to watch. You could see like skill sets really came into play a little more maybe in the wet weather, and SVG had a lot more experience in rain racing than any of
No,
those guys
there's
do.
something about how he just manages tires that's
Yeah,
out of this world.
it's insane. Like it should be studied, and I think everybody does study it. But yeah, I mean, it was a good race. I wasn't surprised to see Blaney win. Um, what was your kind of your picture from the stands though? Might be the better question because I know you're kind of
I
limited
didn't
on.
think that there was one dominant car.
Yeah,
The most consistent car was the 21. I felt the 21 and the 23 were the most consistent. Blaney obviously was fast in all conditions, in all phases of the race, but kind of stepped on his toes on pit road. His team, anyway, not him. I know that drive fans can get really defensive of their drivers. It wasn't a Blaney thing; it was a pit crew thing.
yeah,
But you had a lot of guys that came and went. I mean, Hendrick looked strong with 2 out of 4 of their cars.
yeah,
Larson was really strong, and Byron was really strong
yeah,
at points. Larson's hung around the top 5 all day, finished 5th. Bowman had a really hard fought, nitty gritty top 15 fight.
yeah.
That was worth watching. That I was paying attention to in the stands, obviously, because that's my driver.
Right.
Um, Elliott, I don't know what he was doing all day, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Listen.
drivers of all manufacturers. Toyota, Denny Hamlin was really strong at points. Bubba Wallace was strong. I think once they got off the wets, Bubba was really strong.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
agree.
just because my memory doesn't quite remember how strong he was in the wets, but I remember him being very strong once the track got dry and he was able to make moves. Obviously, that ordeal with Barry was awesome. Everybody loved seeing that.
Yeah,
Seabell was obviously electric at Loudon, as he always is.
as he always is.
Um, Briscoe had a nice, decent run in the top 5, top 10 before something happened. Did they explain on the broadcast what happened to his car?
No, I mean it
Like,
just
remember,
based.
did you see that he was like fighting with Blaney for first and then just dropped to 26th in a matter of
Yeah, it was a
15, 20 laps?
apparently it was like handling and or brake issues. His pedal went soft, from what I
Ooh,
gathered.
bad
Again,
place for that.
yeah, he didn't speculate too much on it that I saw, but I mean, it could have been either. And like you said, it's bad. Loud's bad for brakes. Like,
Very
it's like
gateway.
the yeah, exactly. So I mean, it was a. I can agree though. The Toyotas did seem strong, but Ford kind of battled back. I put it on the script too. My question to you with this win is: does this make Blaney your contender, like top contender, going into the chase for the championship?
Like the number one contender,
The guy,
where we've
number,
had Denny
yeah,
basically all year.
all year.
Um, let me see the schedule. That's kind of where I go back to.
I don't blame you.
Cup Series schedule. Where do we have like the opening races of the chase? Daytona. Daytona doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um, Darlington, he'll be pretty good.
Yep.
Gateway, he should be really good. Bristol. Where does Ryan Blaney hang out in Bristol? I know that he finished like what, third?
Yeah.
In the spring to Ty Gibbs.
Yeah. I
Second.
feel like he's a
Second.
top 10, top 15 guy at worst at Bristol. It's just
Yeah,
a
he's sixth as far as averages go. He hasn't finished outside of the top 10 since spring 24. So
that's I mean,
Bristol, he should be pretty good. So the first handful of races, he'll be hanging with Denny. He'll be hanging with whoever else is up there.
yep.
Kansas intermediates are iffy with Penske. I feel like Vegas iffy, Charlotte iffy, Phoenix, Dega, Martinsville, Homestead. Like if he can hang through that middle stage, I mean he should be the favorite.
Yeah.
But I just feel like Denny's good everywhere. And
I
there's no
agree.
road course to really like trip him up.
Yeah.
So we knew that Denny was going to struggle here. Not struggle because he hasn't really struggled, but he wasn't going to be like raking in the wins at this point in the year like he usually is.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I think Denny is still the favorite, but we have a clear top two.
Oh, I can agree strongly with a clear top two. My only concern, I think Denny is probably the favorite at this point, right? Like if I was gonna gun to my head, I have to pick one, it's gonna be Denny. But my only concern is, did he get too hot too soon? Can he carry it on?
Yeah, it's like a football team that peaks in late October, early
Exactly.
November.
Now I looked at
I
his
mean, your
stats.
Falcons did that basically like my entire childhood.
Yeah, listen, I don't want to talk about it. Um, it's hard being a Falcons fan. Okay, it's hard. But I looked at their stats, right? Blaney, since the All-Star race, he's only finished outside the top 10. Um, basically, or he's finished outside the top 10 9 out of the 28 races this year.
Okay.
So only 4 out of the top 20 the whole year. Now, Denny, since the All-Star break, only has one, and it was at Sonoma where he finished outside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of consistency. Like both of those guys are Mr. Consistency right now. They're running super consistent top 10, top 15 at worst. I think it's going to come down to them. And going to Miami, I'm probably going to lean more towards Toyota just because of the speed they've shown on those tracks, that
But
size this
Blaney
year.
himself has shown some highlights there in the last handful of years. Obviously, the track's been renovated.
Yep.
I don't know if they touched the racing surface.
I don't think so. Not from what
Um,
I've not saw anything actually, but
so we'll see
we'll
how that goes.
see.
But yeah, I think you have a clear top two, and if you pick either of those two at this point, I don't think you're wrong.
Nope.
But with the points resetting and all that, I think everybody's kind of getting a clean slate here.
Yep.
And we all kind of agree somebody within that top 8
Yep.
is it top 8? Is that the line that we're drawing? What are the standings right now?
Yeah,
Where's
you could
Joey
argue.
Logano? Joey Logano's 9th.
So yeah, you can go there
Top
because
9.
yeah, top 9. Everybody's
I don't,
made an argument that I've seen that anybody from ninth on, once the reset happens, could easily be a contender depending on how they start the chase.
yeah, and even Buescher is not that far behind Logano.
Nope. And it could take a
And
Daytona to put him ahead.
what are the points reset to?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Chase. I gotta take playoff out of my
Chase. Yeah.
out of my vernacular. I wish you would tell me like what's it gonna be. I need just like a picture. It just
I'm
shows
pretty
me.
sure. So I'm pretty sure each of them.
Okay, I got it. Wikipedia.
Okay.
So first place gets 2,100. Second place gets 2075. Just scrolling through. Ninth place is at 2035. That is 65 points back.
So it's basically
A race.
A race.
And 10th is 2030. So that's 70 points. So let's say that 70 points is the shot to have a realistic chance of making it.
Yeah.
And not like you can back your ass into it from 70 points back. It'll be a dogfight for you. You have to execute on all levels.
Absolutely.
And you have to have some help. But yeah, I think that 9th and 10th have a shot.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that, I mean, we'll talk a little more about the bubble and the kind of the chase in a few minutes. But I would agree. I think that anywhere from that point, I mean, heck, Daytona is probably going to give at least one or two of those guys a position in those standings, right? So they're instantly going to go into it better. Heck, Chase lost 2 in the standings last week, and every spot you lose is 10 points when it resets. So I mean, you basically can look at it and determine, yeah, probably top 9 has a chance, but realistically, I would probably shorten it a little bit depending on how the seeding takes place after this.
Yeah. Any more playoff talk you had right there?
No, I did have you can talk about the question in a minute. It kind of plays into the playoffs, but it's more Denny based. Or playoffs, Chase. See, I just did it too.
I mean, we can just kind of tackle this, I think.
Yeah.
I think we can just tackle this now. Obviously, Denny owned the regular season and built up a huge points lead to secure the number 1 seed last week.
Yep.
Does the regular season matter since the points will reset? Also, is Denny the favorite due to his dominant regular season? We talked about Denny being the favorite.
Yep.
It's a top 2 thing. When you go into the chase, Denny is 25 points ahead of. Is Ryan Blaney second right now?
Right now, yes. Yeah, and he's probably going to lock in at second.
And he's 75 points roughly back.
Yep.
77 to be accurate. Does the regular season matter? Yes, I think it does. Mm-hmm. Because if Denny came in at 12th in points, we're both like you.
Yeah.
No. I think maybe the only adjustment that I would make as far as the points go is like spread it out a little more.
Yeah. Okay.
Like make first place mean a little more. Like instead of 25 points ahead of second, make it 50. Give them a race lead above second place.
Yeah. I like that. I think that makes things interesting.
Make the regular season domination mean more.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, you guys are chasing this guy. Go get him.
Yeah.
That's maybe the only thing that I would do to really change that.
That was kind of my thoughts too when I was,
because I don't mind it. I think the reseeding is harsh.
Yeah,
it is very harsh. But
considering I don't remember now, but you got a decent little boost in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, it may have been roughly the same, and I'm just imagining things. But I agree. I think you give that regular season champion, even though you don't give him a trophy, you give him a little more of a buffer in the chase like seedings, because it
like
should
giving him a 60 something, giving him like a 50-60 point lead on second place is basically giving him a bye week in like NFL playoffs. Is like, okay, like you were so good, we're giving you a race to fuck up.
Yeah,
like that's your freebie. You're gonna fuck up at some point, and that's your freebie.
Here you go. We're just gonna go ahead and knock it out. This is what here's your, like you said, here's your bye week, and you do with it as you please, right? If you go out the first 3 races of the chase and win all 3, then you've got a 50-point cushion on top of what you just did. I would agree. Make it more significant instead of, oh, it just won the regular season. Like, there's not even a trophy anymore. Like, what is
most Denny Hamlin coded thing ever?
No kidding. Literally the most Denny Hamlin coded thing ever. So, I mean, yeah, give Denny more of a buffer, or whoever, right? If it was Blaney, it's not just Denny, right? Give them that, because then it's kind of like the cat chasing the mouse. You've got the mouse running, and then you're going to have all of the rest of that field looking to try to get that. Realistically, we probably know the bottom end of that's not going to catch up to first unless it's just a horrible slew of luck for everybody else.
Like, what was Tony Stewart in 2011? Like, what seed was he when the chase started?
I was a sophomore in high school, Caleb.
Do you want to know how old I was in 2011?
No, I don't, actually. So keep it to yourself, sir.
Chase points. Tony Stewart. No, I want to know where. God damn it!
Gotta love Google.
What position was Tony Stewart when the 2011 chase started? Tony Stewart was 9th. Okay, so that's kind of as far back as we went.
Yeah. So,
And
and
obviously the
he
points are a little different now than it were then. But
right, and he had to go and win like 4, 5 out of the 10 chase races, I believe it was, to get what he got. So that goes to show you again. You said right. You said it. Points are different, but it's going to take that type of a performance from anybody back that deep in the seating. I feel like
if
to
anybody
be
could do it, it's Joey Logano.
yeah, sadly, sadly for me, but yeah, I agree. I think the regular season needs a little more credit because it is the longer kind of battle in that sense. And like you said, if you want to relay it to another sport, the NFL gives their best teams a bye week. Denny was obviously the best driver. He had the points lead going into the chase. Give him that cushion so he has that opportunity.
Like
And what he
25
does
points
with it,
isn't enough.
no, not at all. A bad pit stop and a
Like, am I
horrible
gonna like
race that
lose
calls
my
out.
mind over it? No, because it makes for it. One, it's already a much better playoff system
Yep.
than it was. But
Yep.
I would like to see a little more of a pillow for Denny Hamlin to fall back on because he was so good. Like right now, it feels like you're kind of hitting him in the back with a chair and just being like, all right, get back up. Here we go.
Here we go. Here's 10 more weeks of it. Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. I like this format way better because we're going into Daytona this week, and the most amazing thing is we don't have to worry about someone winning and they're in. Like, you just get to
Yeah,
talk about.
I can't have a Harrison Burton moment.
No, can't have your Harrison Burton moment this year, but I mean, you got guys down there, and we'll talk more about it in Daytona, but just it's better overall. Way better format, and I agree. Give the only tweak right now I'd make is to give that champion the regular season one just a little more points. Give him a little more of that lead.
All right. So
Driver of the
weekly
week.
awards.
Driver of the week.
Do we always start with driver of the week?
I don't know. We can do terrace. I like my driver of the week this week, so I'm excited. My terrace of the week's pretty good too, but I think you'll see it coming.
God, I don't know where we start. Let's go with driver of the week. Let's start on a happy note.
I'm giving it to Josh Berry. Like, first Wood
Kicked
Brothers
ass.
driver in 35 years to get 4 straight top tens.
And he doesn't have a job next year.
And he doesn't have a job next year. I'm going to jump on the junior train and the Rodney Childers train, and I'm going to start posting my Josh Berry promotional material, even though nobody listens to me like they do them, just to get Josh Berry a seat next year.
I'm giving it to Ryan Preece.
Hell yeah.
Finished ninth, eighth in the first stage, fourth in the second stage. Led 17 laps himself. Was one of the comers and goers. Real strong day. God, that points penalty is biting him in the ass right now.
Horribly.
Like, he is... What, they docked him how many points in that penalty?
20,
like 30-something?
Yeah, 25 or 30, I believe.
If he had 25 more points, he's right on SVG's ass for the 16th spot.
Yep.
And now you got to go into Daytona and need a lot more help. But Ryan Preece, he gave himself a shot.
Absolutely. I agree.
With that performance.
Which we thought he would, right? At Richmond, New Hampshire, 2 back-to-back tracks that he's really good at, but still, day he needed and he backed it up. So I can agree with that one.
Terrace of the week?
The whole 9 team, just top to bottom, like we had a freaking pit stop where they had the tires reversed and Chase had to, yeah.
I didn't see that.
They reversed the tires on, I believe it was the right and left of the right side.
They put the right sides on the left sides and the left sides on the right sides?
Yeah, or the front on the back and the back on the front. I can't remember right offhand, but it was just a mind-blowing type of moment for me. I'm like, come on, do you guys not get paid?
That explains why he was running 20-something all race.
Yeah, and I don't know what the crap AG is doing with the setups and the car lately and the decisions. Like last week, I feel like he got bid. He almost made a good decision in the staying out, but then the pit crew bid him again. So we're just gonna give it to the whole team, top to bottom this week, the whole 9 team,
including the driver.
Yeah, we're just gonna give it to the driver too at this point because I'm like, dang it was a horrible week. So just the 9 team, top to bottom.
My terrace of the week. My terrace of the week. I don't want to talk about him this week, so that should tell you who it is.
I like it. I know exactly.
I made fun of his name in like the first 5 seconds of this show.
Yeah.
Or maybe not because I talked about him spinning out before the race, talking about the rain. But yeah, a certain driver spun out like 4 times. Got into a beef with another driver because Rubbin's racing, and
Yep.
then drove over him and crashed himself.
Again. Yeah.
But honor mention goes to that other driver, Connor Zilic. I mean, stay down, stay down, stay down, stay down. Does not mean swerve up.
Nope. Don't swerve up.
He learned pretty fast.
Yeah. No, I
Been a
agree.
tough year. Hopefully he kind of climbs the staircase next year, and
At
he
least a
was he was
little.
putting together an okay stretch of races the last couple of races, and he
Yeah.
wasn't bad at Loudon up until that point.
To that point. Yeah. Like
Um,
that was the changing point for him. So
yeah, just get a
Connor's
little
gonna get
better.
it. He's gonna get it. I agree, but I like that Terrace to the week selection
Yep.
for sure.
Okay. And we already did driver, so that's that.
Yep.
All right. Weekly topics, weekly happenings. That's what we're
Whatever.
getting into.
Yeah.
I hope that was an okay transition. Okay. Announced Monday, the number 33 is filled. Austin Hill and Richard Childress Racing signed a deal to put him in the car for 27. No mention of what's going on after 2027. So,
Yep.
Austin Hill, full-time replacement for Kyle Busch in that second RCR charter.
We saw it coming, I think. We kind of knew that was the easiest transition, probably. He was already in-house. He's already performed in their equipment on the lower series. I wasn't
He's already
surprised.
he's proved his point in the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. Like he's kind of
Yep.
in that all-guy stage of old man running with the kids.
Yep. So, I mean,
Although I
at
don't
this
know if
point,
Austin Hill's that old, but
he's not as old as Allgaier, I know that.
obviously, yeah.
But, yeah, no, good for Austin. I think he's been
Austin Hill's
quiet.
32. Yeah, he's the old man running with the kids.
Yeah, in that series for sure. But I think he needed to come up at some point. I think Richards wanted to move him up to an extent, maybe. I don't know behind the scenes there because there's been a lot of speculation, but I think it's a good pickup. He's been decent. He's not been a problem, and I think that's what you were hoping for a guy to pick up that car in the circumstances that he did. So good for Austin Hill. I hope he performs. Like, yeah, I've been a critic of him because the way he drives, because he drives like a douche.
He hasn't
Like,
driven like a douche in Cup.
that's what I was gonna say. He's cleaned it up since he's been in the 33 and in the Cup Series. I don't really have a lot of problems with him this year. So good for him. I hope he's able to do something with
Nope,
it next year.
he fills the seat, and we don't
Nope.
hear much from him.
Nope.
Like he had one run in with SVG.
And that's been it.
That's been it.
So yeah.
Let's talk about some lower series seats.
Yep.
RCR has their O'Reilly Auto Series lineup set for next year. Chandler Smith in the number 21 and Carson Brown in the 2. Thoughts?
I don't know a whole lot about Carson Brown. I know he's been decent in the ARCA series. It's about all I know. I need
Doesn't
to
he
watch
run
him.
a couple races for Junior?
I don't know if it's Junior. I know he ran one with Childress earlier, or like an affiliate team of Childress earlier this season. And he was doing good until I think there was a mechanical failure, if I'm not mistaken. But he's got talent. They're really high on him. They've done a lot of tests with him. I've seen on like their Twitter and stuff, or their X, whatever you call it.
And Chandler Smith's obviously been pretty good in trucks.
And he's won in that series before when he raced with Gibbs. So like he has the experience in that series. I like that pickup a lot, to be honest. Like if you're gonna go get somebody from the truck series, that's probably a good pick to get. So they filled those seats before the off season. I don't know that I was expecting them to do that because that's a top tier, one could argue, O'Reilly team.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So the fact that I was hoping Josh Berry was going to get a call from them for either the 33 or one of their cars, but I like who they've got. They went younger, kind of with like the Jesse Love situation and Carson Brown, and then you kind of got like that veteran guy who's been in the series and Chandler Smith. So they kind of keep that same relationship dynamic, yeah. So I like it. Good move for them. I think it'll pan out. I think you're going to see at least Chandler Smith probably win at least a race next year. I could probably put some money on that, at least one.
This was announced yesterday. Sammy Smith is not returning to the 8 in Junior Motorsports. I feel like that was something we knew. Did we kind of have an inkling about that a couple of months ago?
The
something like
rumor,
that.
I actually mentioned it, yeah, like 2 shows ago that there was a rumor on Reddit about him leaving the number 8.
Yeah, and that was officially announced yesterday. And I
Yep.
saw from I think his name is Derek Weaver.
Yep.
Uh, he said that the Junior Motorsports lineup is expected to be announced at some point this week, so probably today. By the time you're watching the
Our luck.
show,
Yeah, our luck.
um, that they expect to announce their lineup this week, but Josh Berry is not expected to be part of it.
Depressing.
So, thoughts on Sammy Smith out of the 8, and thoughts on maybe who could get in there.
Sammy Smith out of the 8. I'm okay. I mean, I don't, that's kind of how I feel about Sammy Smith. Not that he's like ever done anything in particular to make me feel like that, but I don't care enough for him because he's not proven that I should. It's probably the best way I can put that. So, as for who I want to fill the seat, I hope they give Carson Clawful a full time ride.
I think that I did read somewhere that he secured his future
Him
with
or
that win.
Yeah, I mean him or Raja just getting a set rod would be really awesome instead of watching him
I
pass
think
by.
you're gonna get your wish with Quapple. I don't know about Raja.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get that one either. But I mean, still, Raja did what he did this year in 2 cars, so I mean, he's showing his talent. But those would be who I'd want to see take it. I think Carson is probably the obvious pick, just based off how things have went
Well,
for him.
who's junior running right now? You got Allgaier. You have who's in the
Allgaier, Sammy Smith, and
he's
then you
gone.
got the 9 car that rotates. That's got
What
seems
about the
like it's gonna,
one?
and then the 1 that's
Is
rotated as well. Both of
oh,
those.
so they don't have
Nope.
they only have 2 full-time drivers.
Yep, 2 full time in each, like set in each car each week. Yeah,
Yeah, I think they're gonna go to 3.
yeah, I think so.
I think Quapple has his ride. Um, from what I read, like his win at Indy kind of sealed the deal.
Yeah,
Or I think it was Indy. Was it Indy?
yeah, Indy.
Um, and then you have whoever's coming in with the 8 car,
Yep.
and you have your 88 and whatever
Yeah,
happens
they
after that.
arguably run like 5 cars: the 88, the 9, the 1, the 7, and the 8. So yeah, they run 5 cars at any given weekend. At Junior Motorsports. So I think you're right. 3 will probably be where they go full time because
I think
they've
they'll have
run.
3 full time. I think they're gonna have 3 full time rides between Allgaier or Quapple, and whoever this third driver is going to be. I've heard Sam Mayer maybe.
Oh, that's true. I did read something about that. He's going to be leaving. That I heard switch even was an opportunity, like a possibility where him and Sammy would switch and go back. Like, yeah. So that's possible. Sam Mayer was good in junior equipment, so I mean, I wouldn't hate that. Sam Mayer's a little bit of a character that we can discuss on a different time because we're kind of diving deep into the O'Reilly series a little bit here. But I like Sam Mayer. Sammy Smith's not intriguing to me as a prospect. I just
Yeah,
no, he's not done nothing
I think
enough for
Sam
me.
Mayer has a cup trajectory if he keeps it up.
Yeah, and Sammy Smith, in my opinion, is racing on somebody else's money. Like I know that's a big topic nowadays, but I feel like he's got a sponsor that backs him, and he's taking that to the full advantage,
Yeah, as he should.
as he should.
Um, the full schedule was announced, but the highlight really is that Coronado is coming back at the end of July.
Yep,
Um, there's only
kind of.
4 road courses on the schedule from what I read.
I'm okay with it at this point. I mean,
Was it?
like
It's Coda, it's the Glen, it's
Sonoma,
Coronado, and
Sonoma.
Sonoma.
Yep, the
Wow,
one we all, the one we all forget. Yeah,
that's it.
that's it from what I saw. Yep. So, and I don't think they're gonna
I
make
think
it.
having one in the chase is good, and it being the Glen is good.
Yep.
Um, I'm okay after that.
Richmond opens up the chase, and then you've got New Hampshire in
Mm.
the chase too. Richmond opening is give or take. Like that wasn't a horrible race. I wasn't upset with it, but I
And
definitely
obviously,
think
it's not Darlington just because of how the calendar lined up.
exactly, exactly. So that could change the following year, but I mean, the schedule looks good. I'm not going to complain overall about it. Like you said, Coronado's the big one there. I thought it was interesting they threw it out there too. They're going to try to take it to another like military base establishment in 28. So like we're
They
trying
got
to.
some. They got some Air Force shit up there in Colorado.
That's
If
right.
BR wants to go hit a race,
There you go. We got to get our man BR to a race. So NASCAR, if you're watching, Colorado for 2028 military installation. There you go. Look into it. But yeah, I
BR can.
like the
I'm sure
schedule.
he can name some whatever base is closest to him.
Yep, he can drop those in the comments later for
Yeah,
us, so we have that.
be
Yeah, I
borderline
like it.
doxing, but
I like this schedule. It looks good next year. I'm sure we're all going to pick it apart over the off season. Everybody will. It's
I
kind of
think
what
New
we do.
Hampshire is going to be one of those tracks that they just rotate in and out of the chase. Gateway gets rotated in and out.
Yeah, I
Richmond will
think
get
that's fair.
rotated in or out. Like
Depending on
just
calendar.
part of the game.
Yeah, I mean it's just going to be like you said. You mentioned it. I think it was last week, like the Olympics and stuff. All that. I feel like they have to play into those things in years. So yeah, you're probably going to see those tracks. Those would be two tracks I could see kind of interchange. Mainly Richmond, New Hampshire. They would be flipped in and out with
And
Gateway
Gateway.
and
Yeah.
get yeah. Darlington is probably going to get a chance back in it at
Gateway
some point.
will always fluctuate just because of the calendar. It's a
Yeah.
Labor Day weekend race, and they're going to do it on Labor Day no matter what.
Yep.
So
I agree.
is what it is.
Is what it is.
NASCAR's got a couple of those things that you just kind of gotta get over.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
Last miscellaneous topic. The Craftsman will be, or I say the Craftsman will be leaving the Truck Series as title sponsor. FedEx Freight will take over, making it the FedEx Freight Truck Series. I don't mind that.
I don't mind it. It's a mouthful, but I mean, it's not no.
Does that open the door for maybe FedEx getting back on Denny's car?
Hey, I wouldn't complain. I'm all about nostalgic sponsors around here. I think
And they
most
were
of
only
them
gone a year.
only gone a year. Throw me back on the 11. Give me the FedEx car. I want it for Homestead though. Next year, if that's gonna be his last year, I want it as like the send off. Like work it
God,
out
can
for
you
one race.
imagine? It'd be so Alex Bowman coded to have his last Daytona 500 overshadowed by Jimmy, and his last race being overshadowed by Denny.
Denny, yeah. That potentially could happen. Like,
That's so Alex.
if Denny wins the championship this year, I wouldn't be surprised if he just leaves.
He'll probably beg,
Yeah, like thanks
please
for the
let me out of my
championship.
contract.
Yep, please God, I don't want to do
Just
this
sign
anymore.
Josh Berry for a year.
Whatever you need to do. I have a interesting kind of blip, and I'm going to talk about this more probably in the off season. There's some serious rumors. I don't know why, with Jeff Gordon expressing the want to re-sign Chase, that apparently Joe Gibbs behind the scenes wants to pursue that when Denny leaves.
I can't in a
I can't see
million
it.
years believe that Chase would leave Hendrick.
Never. No, I'm. That's a lifer. That's a Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson. Oh well, Jeff Gordon. I thought Jimmy was
That's
a
Jimmy.
lifer.
That's Jeff Gordon's kid. Yeah.
Yeah, basically like that. That's his original kind of like child that he brought into the series and into a seat. Hell, he let him have the 24 before he gave it to Byron. So I mean, yeah, I don't see a world where Chase Elliott leaves Hendrick Motorsports.
No,
Like I
that
don't
was
know.
kind of like the Blaney to the 48 blip that
Yes.
happened. Like you
No.
can't. Like
It's not
Blaney was
happening.
never leaving Penske.
No, that's a not happening situation. Like it out of all of those drivers for Hendrick, if I was gonna say any of them would leave, like the three after Bowman, I would probably give it to Byron. Just
I'd
because
give
I
it to
feel like
Larson.
you think so?
Yeah.
That's an
I think the
interesting
only
take.
problem with that is Larson doesn't have a ton of sponsors.
Yeah, I agree.
Byron has Liberty.
That's it though. That he takes.
It's a
Exalted.
sponsor.
It's true. I agree. So I mean if he wanted it, he could go, but Napa
Exalta,
would
I
go
think,
with Chase.
Exalta is a Hendrick sponsor, I believe.
Napa would go with
But
Chase.
obviously it goes with Chase. And so
Right.
would like Kelly Blue Book and that
Yeah.
whole thing.
Yep. Coke.
But yeah,
All
he's a
those
Coke
sponsors.
driver.
Yep.
And I'd find it really hard to believe.
Yeah, I agree.
That if all things were even, and I don't think Coach can keep up with Rick Hendrick's checkbook from God.
No.
So no, I don't. I don't take that super seriously, but this is the first I'm hearing of it, so that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's a stupid rumor that kind of caught my eye, so maybe something to talk about at least, like a talking subject for that matter.
All right. Is there anything else? Let's talk about Daytona,
Daytona.
the cutoff race. Big potential. Big
Hmm.
potential for big happenings.
Yeah.
Denny said that this race has a chance to get fucking weird,
Yeah.
chaotic, as he said. Which good,
Chaotic. I
good.
hope so.
I
Yep.
don't want a wreck fest, but
Chaos.
chaotic.
Yes.
Let's talk about the bubble real quick. Austin Cindric would clinch with 33 points scored. I think at Daytona, he's going to score a bunch of stage points,
Oh
and
yeah.
if enough cars wreck, he'll have a cushion and he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think he's good. Not worried about Austin.
SVG would clinch with 45. That's a little more touch and go.
Yeah.
Ryan
It's
Preece
doable.
is obviously 45 points behind.
Yep.
Not exactly.
Yeah.
He's 31 points behind.
So he's 31 behind.
Brad is 66.
Brad's gonna need a lot of help. In other
Brad
words,
needs to be a dominant force.
yeah, he needs to win both the stages and the race, and then have
Busher needs to be a good employee. Is what needs to happen.
Exactly. And in other words, there you go. You need to push
You're
the
pushing
boss
the
man.
boss.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I think Denny kind of said it best. I was listening to his pod where he was like, if you see me like that, Jared asked him, he was like, if we see you pull to the bottom of the track on the backstretch at like lap 10, are you giving us the, like the signal that this is going to be a hellacious race? And he was like, yeah, that's probably safe. If you see me just pull off on the backstretch at any point, he was like, that's me telling you this is about to get real. So like, I'd hope so. I'm like you. I hope it's not a wreck fest, but I hope it's chaos. I want it to be. It's the end of the regular season. It's Daytona. The chase starts next week. I'm ready for it. So I think it's going to be a good race. That's kind of my expectation. It's Daytona. The big unknown, though, to help with that chaos is the new package. Is it going to make a big difference? Is it not? Kind of what I'm thinking.
Gun to your head. The last two spots, who do they go to?
Cindric. Man, I really want to.
Does Priest make up 45 points or whatever it is?
No, I'm going to give it SVG.
I think SVG hangs on as well. You're kind of hoping for a wreck.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Priest, I think you have to. You have to hope for that.
I think Brad. I mean, Brad needs to win a stage and win the race.
Yep.
Actually, no. He needs to fucking win both stages.
Both stages.
At 66 points. Yeah.
Yep.
And maybe even get the fastest lap.
Yep. Grab them all. You just need to have a top, like a good weekend, top to finish for Brad if he wants to get in. I feel like
that and SVG needs the wreck.
And it could happen. I mean, SVG runs in the middle of the pack most of the time, and we all know that's kind of where that chaos
What do you
starts.
do? What are the scenes when Chris Buescher like fucking sends SVG out to the fucking water?
Oh God, I want to see that fight on pit road. I want to see the New Zealander and the Texan go at it on pit road. That fist fight.
Listen, man, I just got a boss call. We all have bosses, man.
Oh,
poor Buescher.
God. Buescher.
They're gonna ask him to do something he don't want to
do. Yep. He's gonna be like, I don't want to, but okay.
I agree. I think it'll be Cindric and SVG.
Yeah, Cindric. Cindric for sure. SVG is definitely the question mark there.
Oh fuck, we have 5 minutes. Okay. Quickly. Groups at Daytona. Rain is going to be off and on. We'll see. It should probably get in. It's a night race on Saturday. Worst case scenario, a race is on Sunday.
Yeah.
Group A: Byron, Blaney, Logano, Elliott.
Give me Byron. I don't know why at this point. Like, I'm just going to take a shot in the wind on that one.
Bell, Reddick, Larson, Cindric. Cindric is the only plate racer.
Yeah, but Bell's had flashes of weird performances on drafting tracks. So you know what? Screw it. Give me Bell.
Take the favorite again.
Yeah.
Hocevar, Briscoe, Bubba, Brad.
Bubba.
Denny, Busher, Stenhouse, Austin Dillon.
I want to go Stenhouse or Dillon there, so you flip the coin and decide.
Stenhouse.
I like it.
Stenhouse at fucking plus 300 in that group? Yeah.
Yeah, that's killer.
People forget he's a Daytona 500 winner.
Yep.
SVG versus Priest. I think Priest beats him, but it's not enough to win.
True. Yeah, that's fair. I think Priest probably beats him, but he's not going to beat him enough to get into the
Reddick versus Elliott.
I don't like Reddick on the. You know what? Reddick's on a bad stretch, but Chase is a better plate.
I think Chase is a more consistent plate racer.
That's what I was going to say. Chase is more consistent plate racer. So give me
Blaney
Chase.
versus Bubba.
Ooh, give me Bubba.
Hocevar versus Zilich.
Do I have to?
Yep.
He who shall not be named.
Okay. Oh, fuck. That's plus 876. And I'm legally required to say this now. If you or anyone else you know has experienced gambling problems, please call 1-800-MY-RESET for confidential help with any issues you are having revolving sports gambling. Gambling addiction is a crippling disease that destroys families, income, all that. Above. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones. 1-800-MY-RESET. Eliminator picks. You already picked John Hunter Nemechek.
I need to get rid of him at this point, and he's got to yeah.
Fuck! I took Cole Custer.
It was him or Cody Ware at this point. So.
Fuck it, Cody Ware. That's who I'll use.
All right, John Hunter Nemechek, Cody Ware battle at Daytona.
And we have an idea for the Chase Eliminator picks that we'll talk about next week. I just saw the clock, and I'm like, I gotta get Chris.
Gotta get through this. Yeah, gotta go to work.
So thank you all for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, the whole 9 yards. And we'll see you all next week for Darlington.
Southern 500.